Welcome, welcome. I'm Local Moon Bunny VTuber, Jueri. Oh my gosh, it's been a long time since we streamed from my room, you guys. But I thought today was like, oh, you know, we shouldn't do anything crazy. Last time we were chatting in space, chatting in the car. You know, we should just do a normal stream from the bedroom and stuff. So, welcome everyone. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are doing well. I am back, kind of. This week's schedule is a little bit shorter than usual. I'm not sure I want to increase it, to be honest, because of impeding classes, but we'll see. We have a lot of stuff to talk about today, so we'll talk about it. Welcome, Luke. Thank you for being first. Welcome, MP. I know, I'm on time. Today, I just had a bit of extra time, and I was just like, you know what? Let's just start exactly on the dot. So I did on my end, at least. So, yeah, we did start for once on time. I'm usually on time, you guys. I usually start at like 8, I don't know, 6:30. 6 hours, 30 minutes, and maybe like 59 seconds or something. But I would say that's pretty on time. 1 minute late. You guys are really late on me. Welcome, Ryu. Hello. Welcome, Otaku. Ooh. GXI. Happy vacation at Cancun. Adonis, welcome to Tourney. Hello. Hello. Ohio-kun. Ah, so early. Hi, new. Welcome. Cancun's been fun. I got an hour before I go to the welcome party. Oh, man, you guys are so lucky. Oh, Leo, thank you for the membership. Wow. Look at all those emotes coming out in the woodwork. I wish I could add more emotes, but I have no idea how it works on YouTube because I think it's dependent on how many concurrent subscribers, and it's kind of insanely high requirements because it's not cumulative at all, which is a bit of a shame. So that's why we're stuck at the count we have right now. Plugty, welcome. Jinja, howdy, Miss Moonbunny, almost on time today, just streaming late. I was not late. I'm actually very on time, in fact. Pepper, are you not usually on time? Smack my head. Shut up, Pepper. JueriHaan, welcome. Alright, we got lots to talk about today. From last week to this week, I've been really busy with uni, and I only really have one in-person class and the rest are online classes, so it's not the worst. But I will say that taking 16 credits, at least in the American system, equates to about 16 hours. If you guys don't know this, I actually keep track of everything I do on my PC every day except for Sunday because I don't feel like keeping track of stuff. But every single day I keep track of what I do on the computer, whether I be exercising or working on the video or working on school. And so I tracked my school hours this time around, and I realized that this past week I think it amounted to about 22 hours. Not the worst. Not the worst. 22 hours, right? But I think that's gonna get into a little longer once we start hitting projects and stuff. A lot of the projects are happening within the next 2 weeks. So depending on how things go, I might dip for a bit. Who knows? I don't know yet. It's hard because I want things to be exactly as they were before I entered into university. But as I get more and more acclimated to university, I'm just thinking like, I don't know if I can really make time for a channel like that. But yeah. Thank you for your patience and everything, you guys. Hi, Brandon. Welcome. Uni's pain, but job is worse. Uni's alright. I hate that there's like a looming feeling of, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting something. And this past week or so, my sleep schedule has been kind of whack because of that sort of thing. This sort of looming thought of like, oh my gosh, I need to finish this. But right now, I finished everything before the stream, so I should be good. And so between now into Sunday, I should be on break, and on Monday we do it all over again. How are ya? I am fine. I am not stressed at all. I'm very grass touching as of late because of university. That's all it is. So let's talk about, let's see. I don't know, we got 3 things in the title that I set up to do. I guess we can talk about let's start with uni since we're on the topic of university, right? So, I think I mentioned this before, but man, the youth that's... Going to university at 26 is so different of an experience than going to university at 18. You know, at 18, it felt like university was life or death. The grades are very, very important. But now that I'm 26, I'm like, this is nothing. This is a breeze. I think having some basis in healthcare for my first degree was really stressful. But for the second one, it's a lot more chill of a degree. It's like science related, right? So I'm doing really well. Pablo? What? Thank you so much for the member, Pablo. Oh, I appreciate it. Guys, Pablo is my teammate for the Marvel Tourney. I'll talk about it in a bit and tell you guys more information about that later. Allergic to grass? Are you legit allergic to grass, or are you just meaning that in like a such sarcastic sense? It's been a month. It has been a month. Welcome, Komori. Welcome, welcome. Hi. Welcome, Zoro. Zoro is always lost. I do know that, yeah. Welcome, Zoro. Welcome to the stream. So, one of my in-person class is Japanese class. Japanese 101. I actually know a fair amount of Japanese, but I took the class because I want to graduate, but I also wanted to make it easier on myself, which is why I'm taking 16 hours worth of credit, but having Japanese 101. And so, it's a lot of group work. That's what I was surprised by. A lot of partner related work. And on the first day I went there, I sat in like the front corner to the right side. And so I just sat there. I was early 15 minutes and no one was there, so I was just like waiting for my time and stuff. He might be watching this stream, I don't know, but my one classmate, he's so young. He's like 20. Oh my god. I don't think he knows how old I am, because I think I alluded to what my education history is like, but he doesn't know exactly. You know, one of the first things we had to do was introduce ourselves in JP, right? You know, you like hajimemashite, watashi wa da 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 da, right? And so we did a lot of that the first week of university. And so we were also supposed to introduce our interests and our major and stuff, so we did that, me and this person. And the very first thing he said was, "Oh, I like anime. Do you like anime?" I was like, yes. And here I'm thinking like, dang, I don't have the balls to introduce myself to people and say like, "Oh, I like anime." That's like the very first thing. Maybe because I'm old and my mindset is like, "Ooh, you know, anime has a stigma with people. I don't think that's the first thing you want to mention to others." That's what I'm thinking, but I'm not that judgmental because I like anime too. So, you know, I was like, yeah, I like anime. Blah, blah, blah. Introductions are over. We go back to teacher, and teacher's like, "All right, guys, so why are you learning Japanese?" You know, and people in the classroom, they're going around, are saying, "Oh, you know, I want to study abroad in Japan. I want to take something fun while I'm taking CS classes." And obviously, my JP partner, he's like, "I like anime." And I'm like, ah! She's like, "Ah, so desu ne. You know, a lot of people like anime. Who here's like anime?" You know, people raise their hands and stuff. But, he's just built different. He's just built different. And every time, you know, this week, we don't have any writing portion done. We just have like phrases and stuff. And we'll just have like a section of phrases. We practice with our partner, and then she'll ask for volunteers. Every single time, he's always raising his hand and it's like, "I want to volunteer." And I didn't consent to this, so I'm forced to volunteer with him. But in the second set of JP classes, the teacher has been kind of predetermining who to pick, because he's really happy about volunteering for JP class, and I'm just not. It's just so that we're here together as partners and stuff. Torek, hi! Whoa, what? That's a check mark and a half. I've never seen that yet. Or I haven't seen that in a while. Holy heck, is Blue Horizon? Oh my gosh, hi Horizon. Anime's got a lot more mainstream nowadays. I was very happy with how big the anime club was, really. I don't think this school has an anime club. Or maybe there is, I'm not interested in it. When we were young, like anime was social death. When we were young, it's alright, but people didn't understand why we like Miku. Hatsune Miku and stuff. And I totally get from their POV. You just need to learn to not give a F about what people think. If they're gonna judge you for what you like, then they're not your people. It's true. It's just that it's different when you grow up in an environment that is not very accepting of anime as like a hobby, right? So it's just that's kind of scarred me into not saying that's the kinds of things when I'm in person with the stuff. I don't care how obvious it is that I'm learning Japanese because I like anime. I do not wish to make that obvious point in my in my introduction. I told them something along the line, "Oh, you know, I'm learning Japanese because I have a JP friend I want to understand more of, and I have friends who are intermediate learners and things." That's all I said. I'm not saying it, no. You all are young. He's much younger. I'm very old. I was talking to Mama Han. She's like, "Oh man, Jueri, you're about to be 30 in like 4 years," and I was like, "Yeah. Let's not talk about that. Let's just go to Popeyes." Maybe people do that naturally now. Really. Speaking of anime, you know what I mean? The generational trauma of the hate of liking different media sources. Yeah, you know, I was thinking how back in our days, right? People kind of consumed similar stuff. You know, we'd be like, "Oh, you guys watch Annoying Orange?" Or, "Oh, yeah, you guys see a new episode of, I don't know, Jeopardy?" I don't know. It's like we're on the same page of things, but with the anime in recent, or sorry, with the internet these days, people have their own interests in sub niches of stuff. So it's kind of hard to be on the same page. I would hazard that the vast majority of your JP classmates are doing it because of anime or games, even if they're too embarrassed to admit it. I don't know. A lot of people who were picked to ask about why they chose JP, I think about 3 or 4 of them. I think Professor chose about 4 people, and the first 3 were like, "Oh yes, for work, so for some fun, to add to their CS course or to study abroad." Straight up, my JP friend, partner guy, he's like, "I do like anime." Hi Kevin Long, welcome. Welcome. Not here for very long, but hello all. Hello Showbidium. Yes, some people, including me, could have been bullied a bit more growing up, and maybe we'd be less open about our cringe activities. Is that so? I'm up to 228 new words so far. Awesome. I've been on and off with the JP learning, and right now it's like off. I realized that with the JP class, I took JP in high school, which is different from JP in college. One thing I realized that we're really formal, like really formal. For example, it's like okuni wa what's it? Ochira. Oh my god, I forgot the words. Whatever. It's just really formal. A lot more formal than what I learned in high school, so I was really surprised by that. For fun, anime. As part of my CS degree, anime. You think so, Leah? If someone wants to break out of their CS course and go to Japanese, I think that'd be kind of cool. I'm thinking about this from a normie perspective, right? From a normie perspective, it is pretty cool. Honestly, it's nice to talk to a fellow 20-year-old yesterday about different things. A fellow 20-year-old yesterday? Why do you say it like that? You make it sound like they're an extinct species or some things. For work, anime. I also want to move to Japan. Oh. I don't know if I should. I'm not sure this is a good choice, but you know, it's kind of hard going to university because I'm there for education, not to make friends. You know, I remember when I was 18, I went to my first day of university. My parents asked, "Oh, how was it?" And I said, you know, I feel kind of lonely. No one there really likes the stuff I like." And they said, "Oh, why are you making friends? You should go there to learn." And not that they're being harsh, but now that I'm 26, I'm like, you know, I am here just to for education, for the secondary, because I have everything I need outside of school. But the recent class for JP, you know, it concluded and stuff, and my JP class friend, he's from, I don't know how much I should say about him. Maybe I shouldn't say too much. I shouldn't say too much because he could probably watch the stream, and I don't know, want to think about that. I remember just walking and we're just talking about like work and stuff, and I was like, he's talking about his work, and I was like, you know, I just have a YouTube channel and stuff, and he's like, whoa. He seemed genuinely interested in it, and I was like, he's like, oh, what kind of videos do you make? And I was like, oh yeah, I make videos covering like Gundam and model kit videos. He's like, yeah, I remember you saying you like Gundam. And he's like, and I just like, I wasn't sure, you know, I'm just walking and like scratching my head, and I was just like, I'm also a VTuber. And then he was really interested in that sort of hobby or work or whatever it is. He's like, you're a VTuber? Wait, let me see your channel. Do you sing on there? And I was like, no, I just play games, build model kits, and that's it. That's all I do on my VTuber channel. And I was like, this is a good way to make friends, surely, right? You know, we had to part ways at one point, so I was like, I don't know, should I do it or should I not do it? He seemed really nice and genuine, which is why I was okay telling him I was a VTuber. So it's kind of hard to Is he fan of Penelope Gundam? This is very important. I don't think he even watched Gundam. He asked me, first thing he asked me was like, did you watch the new Demon Slayer movie? So it feels like to me he's a bit of a... He's a weeb. He's a huge weeb, right? But I don't know how big a weeb he is. He mentioned that the gacha games he played was like FGO before. Recently is Honkai Star Rail. And yeah. We discussed Nikkei just a little bit, but neither of us really played it all that extensively. The VTuber revealed to others is always an eyebrow raiser. Because I am a VTuber for so long that it's just like a normal fact of things. This really is. Who would be a fan of Penelope's? I named one of my chickens Penelope. I'm sorry, Ginja. I'm a betrayer. But it just makes sense. It just makes sense. I was bullied plenty. I'm open about geeky hobbies and proud. Even taking on new geeky activities like D&D. Writing my first campaign for a group now. Oh, that's so fun! Congratulations. I think D&D is a really fun way to really like bond with people, especially as DM, right? You are... Oh, sorry. The sole Penelope enjoyer. We won't single you out much longer. The Penelope's chicken mech. Yeah, after the build stream from last week, we named two of the chickens together as Big Zam and Penelope. You don't know what they look like, but when you see them, you'll understand why. Well, even though we named one of the Big Zam, he's actually one of the smaller birds. The biggest bird right now is Pichu. I don't know why. Pichu looking like a Pikachu at this rate with how big he's growing. Hi Wholesale, hello Jueri. Sorry for joining late. Who are you talking about and asking if they're a fan of Gundam? My GP classmate. I told him it was a VTuber and then we exchanged Discord because I insisted on it. I don't know. I don't know how to make this friend thing happen or if I wanted to continue it because I'm only there for one more year. This guy's probably here for like another 3 or 4 years. What are names the other chicken? We have Penelope, Big Zam, Inky, because he was black with like fur and everything. And Pichu because it's yellow and he also has the little dot on his cheeks. So that's the 4 names we have. Penelope, Big Zam, Inky, and Pichu. Small Zam? Yeah, it's like small Big Zam. Yeah, diggity go. Mostly because everyone I meet is around my age or older and they're more comfortable about nerdy things. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe anime really is like more accepting these days compared to before. But I think I'm being the weird one about this, you guys. I think it's like I'm overthinking this. Cause I remember one of our first conversation on Discord, I was like, wow, you're a major weeb if you have a FGO profile picture. And he was like, yo, I live, breathe, and sleep anime and stuff. And I was like, huh. I would never out myself as a weeb in Japanese class, but I applaud this bravery. I suppose the 6-year age gap really does make a difference because he's a lot more braver than I am about ousting myself. So yeah. Feathers, Juju. Chickens have feathers, not fur. Yes and no. The only reason I said that is because they still have the fuzzy fur from when they're chicks. And they're kind of growing out of it. They're slowly covering up their fuzz with the feather. Not fully feathered yet. I was talking about anime at work, my coworker at the auto shop I work at. What level anime are we talking about, you guys? Are we talking about stuff beyond Demon Slayer? Are we talking about the time my sister turned into my dad and now we're stuck with this situation? That kind of nerdiness? Like, how nerdy are we talking about? Hi, Cayman Johnson. Welcome. What's his opinion on hi? This guy doesn't know... Wait. Can I use my classmate as content? He might be down for it, high-key. He might be down for it, high-key. We'll see. I don't want to make anything happen and then nothing happens. But the thought of asking him what his thoughts are on Gundam seems kind of enticing. But he's I don't know. That's too much. There's too much of mixing of my IRL with online life right now, and I'm not too sure how I'm about to approach that. Using people for content, let's go. He's not even a VTuber, he's just an anime fan. Maybe that's why it's perfect. Ashley, hi! Morning to you. Nice day for Gundam talking in it. Huh. It just happens. I remember switching anime channels to regular channels as a kid back then, so I wouldn't get caught by my other family members. I did the exact same thing, Plug, too. I would have a manga tab, and then I would have a tab for YouTube on whatever, like, or Knowing Orange. I keep bringing it up because that's what I watched a lot of as a kid. Or some sort of, like, gaming YouTuber. So I have 2 tabs. I would have the manga tab and then the tab with the YouTuber on it. So I switch between the two and so I don't get caught. Ah! Yeah, these days anime has less negative connotation, more normalized. Market has spread and adapted to appeal to regular Americans too. It just depends on the genre. I would say shonen, popular shonen like Demon Slayer. I feel like you get bullied for saying Naruto, but Demon Slayer I feel has gone to acceptable level of hobby for adults to enjoy. Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon has good notoriety now for mainstream, I feel like, and you know, just stuff like Dragon Ball. I think Dragon Ball is pretty well accepted as well. I guess if you just like Naruto, you're just bullied for it. I'm sorry. My manager at work is a big gaming fan, plus my coworkers are big into Diablo. I feel gaming is more acceptable than anime. Anime has that connotation, you know what I mean, you guys? So I totally get it. Hi, Lethargic. Naruto, isn't that Baruto's dad? Yeah, you know, I know Baruto's all popular right now, but back in my day, it's all about his dad. His dad has a whole arc fighting his uncle named Sasuke. Woo, crazy stuff. Hi, Tudus, welcome. One of my coworkers, a hardcore Demon Slayer fan. Let's be careful about how we approach Demon Slayer. I feel like that's a can of worms that can go either direction if people get really mean about it. I'm pretty alright when it comes to Demon Slayer. I wasn't too interested in the movie. I watched a fair amount of it, I think a couple seasons, but I didn't really think it was for me. To me, it's really impressive that it has gotten as far as it has with the kind of writing it has going for it too. I like the animation art style, but to me, the substance of the story is what kind of stops you from really enjoying it. I feel as though... how to describe this? The kindness of the main character feels like such a performative thing, but I'm just that type of person. I'm cynical. I think what I don't really feel connected to it is because the character writing feels very surface level. I don't know how to make it better. It's just something that I personally enjoy more when it comes to character writing. It's getting a bit more the backstory and lore. But I'm not really a big fan of like flashbacks per se, as long as their lore makes relevance to how they are today in some ways. But when I was watching Demon Slayer, it felt very surface level, I guess. Like, oh, my backstory is sad because this happened, and that's it. And so I personally just don't connect with it nearly as much. Yeah, I think the Baruto prequel is better in my opinion. Really? I do like the one guy. One of my favorite characters from Demon Slayer was... He's dead right now. I don't know if I could say it. Is this spoilers if I say he died or something? If you don't watch Demon Slayer at this point, I think it's your fault. What's his name? Is it Byunggoku? Okay, let me just look up his name. He's a yellow and red Demon Slayer character. Rengoku, yeah. Kyojuro Rengoku. I like him. I think he had pretty good character writing for his story. Yeah. He has one movie where he's super involved in the Demon Slayer movie, and I feel like he was a very well-written character. Usually I'm not a huge fan of characters who has justice written all over them, but he feels like a very real character with very real stakes going in for his life. And I think that's what makes him a really good character. Unfortunately, he's not the main character. And one of the biggest part when it comes to writing good stories is killing off your best characters. And I respect that for Demon Slayer. Hi, Steven Boy. And also, welcome Equable Sword. What's happening, Jueri? I'm currently watching Demon Slayer Season 5. No spoilers. It's okay. We're good. I was just talking about new friends in JP class who mentioned they like Demon Slayer, but I was very mild with it. The other day, my aunt gave me a Gundam t-shirt thinking it was a Transformer one. That is so cute! Wait, Pablo, can you send a picture of that to me? I'm just curious. Hi, Bor, welcome. Thank you for the head pat. In terms of mainstream, Attack on Titan is also a big one. I don't know what happened to Attack on Titan. Did it finish already? Was it that big of a finale spectacle? You're right though, that Attack on Titan didn't hit mainstream for a lot of people. I thought it was okay too. I don't know why. There's a certain way of writing when it comes to Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan that just doesn't really speak with me. I have no idea why. I'm not sure. Since Titans are basically human mechs. Human mechs? You think they're flesh shoots? Yeah, it's really good, but people don't like how it was released. For Demon Slayer? I think one of the drawbacks with Demon Slayer is the fact that their visualization when it comes to the elements and stuff is not actually there. It's just for theatric effects. I think anime fans on Twitter are so funny about this. Their main critique about Demon Slayer is that, oh, you know, it's ruined because the director said that all these water and fire effects are not even there. It's just their breathing technique. And now it's like, yeah, I guess so. But ignore what he said. I think it's just, don't listen about it too much. If you see fire and he sees fire, it's probably there. I can't with the director. Oh, it doesn't exist at all. It makes people sound like they're being gaslit. Oh, I see. They didn't like how it was released because for Attack on Titan, it was released by seasons and specials. Isn't that okay? I think that's okay. AOT is decent, but not as mainstream as Demon Slayer. The only reason Demon Slayer is big as it is because it happened during COVID. Anything that's released in COVID was just like bound to take off into its own way. That's what happened to Genshin, you know? Genshin Impact was released during COVID and it was just exploding. Yeah. Yeah. Now people look at Genshin and they're like, yeah, it's a mid-game. A bit of a shame, isn't it? The edits with it removed is funny though. Which one? Hi GT, welcome. Genshin only released in COVID? I think it was released in 2020, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I just recalled staying home while I'm playing a lot of Genshin when it first came out. It was so magical when it first came out just because of the exploration, discovery, and the gacha aspect. And I don't know, man. It's just so different back then. Season 4 of Attack on Titan was released as final season, but it was divided into 2/3 of its season and 2 specials. Wow. Wow. They're crazy for that. I sent picture to the group. Okay, let me see. Oh, wait. Do you mind if I show this to stream? I think this is okay to show. I'm just gonna make sure I'm cropping just the shirt because I do see that. Wait, is it okay? Oh, I need to crop this, but I can't crop this for some reason. Ah! Okay, I can't screenshot it because... Okay, let me try this. That's pretty cool that you're... Was it your aunt or your grandma? Oh, let me see. Let me see this. Correct me. Wait. Ugh. Oh, it's your aunt. Okay, it's your aunt. Okay, so this shirt here... I don't know if this is an official poster or not, or this is like original art. It looks like it's a poster for something. Here. Ba 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 ba. I think it's on here. Oh, tiny, my bad. It's tiny. Okay, here we go. I enlarged it. There was a hand in there, so I gotta make sure I protect it. It's weird for non-manga readers because it says like, okay, this is it. Then got hit by a cliffhanger out of nowhere, so that kind of killed the hype. Poor AOT. I think it's hard to manage a show that big. If I was an successful anime or manga, artist of sorts. I would probably want it to be like low-key, but not too mainstream. Looks official? Ooh, okay, okay. Hi, Saber. Sorry I didn't come to the last stream. I'm sick, even though I had phlegma test next Monday and Tuesday. It's okay, it's okay. Don't worry about it, don't worry about it. Hope you just feel better. This season, I think it's the start of the flu season, so take it easy, okay? Take it easy. Uniqlo? Uniqlo shirt? This art looks official. That's what I thought too. Let me pull zoom this up. Ah, this is perfect. It has the official logo on there. And not just that, but it also has the 3 main squad with the Sharsaku in the background. You know what's crazy? We're watching Gundam for some time now, and then I think in the last 10 episodes, Char has not showed up since his demotion from the rank. That's crazy to me. All these characters are dying, he doesn't know that they're dead. He doesn't know Blah is dead. Or seen or experienced it firsthand like the Wifey's crew has. It's been a while. Your aunt has really good taste, Pablo, I'll tell you that right now. She has good taste because that's the original Gundam. In case you don't know, and there's like a handful of people who don't know this, but with Gundam, there's like the main storyline that started in 1979 all the way to today. It's still ongoing, right? Your aunt basically bought the shirt from the beginning of that show, from like 1979. So she's based. She's based for that. It's official see and streamed up? Okay, let me see this. Oh, whoa, wait, that's kind of cool. Okay. Damn, I don't think my family member would get me stuff like this. They don't really know what Gundam is. Here's the official Uniqlo collab, I believe. Oh, I don't know. Hold up. Sorry, white man jump scare. Shrink this down, and then it should be good. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in just a bit more. The one on the right is the one that Pablo has. The one on the left, though. Oh, it looks like it features a lot of the MC Gundam. Yeah, with unicorn in the back too. Oh, that's pretty cool. It actually combines a lot of the main Gundams in there. You got the left shirt. Is the design only on the back like that? What about the front of it? Okay, I'm gonna put this away now. The shirt's actually pretty recent from Uniqlo. Ah, you released it. I see. Alright, we're okay. Everyone go buy your Gundam shirts from Uniqlo right now. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Atherin thinks he's on the team. And the Justice is there for some reason. You saw Justice in that design? Let me see that. Just zooming in. Is Justice not part of it? It has the grandpa color scheme. It's not. I mean, yeah, Gundam's in there. Oh, you're right. There is Justice in there. He's like the far back of the shirt. Oh my god, wait. What the heck? Oh wait, okay. I'm gonna crop this so it only shows the shirt, the one shirt we're looking at, right? I just realized. Wow, good eyes. I saw the tinge of red, but I assume it's part of the unicorn Gundam. Didn't realize that he's just there. He's just there. Oh. Blood thinks he's a part of the team. Shirt. I also got a Witch from Mercury shirt for Uniqlo and Ghost and Shell stuff. I haven't bought anything for Uniqlo, I might be honest. I know Uniqlo has been the sort of standard for anime merch, because if you don't find it in the wild, you're probably gonna find it more so in Uniqlo. But I haven't really bought from there. Would you guys recommend it or no? They put Justice in easy. Hey man, I have no idea why they did that. I don't know why they did that. They just want a little variety, I guess. They're like, oh, too many of these look the same. We gotta put something else in there. Let's put Justice Gundam. Yeah, let's go. And so that's what happened in the final production. That's what happened. Okuwara doesn't like ZZ confirmed. Oh. T. Yeah, I would. I have a few Uniqlo shirts. Okay, I guess I'll look in there every now and then. Because my main thing when Uniqlo is that sometimes their products are plain, which is good, right? Some people just like the basics, t-shirt or basic black pants. But their occasional collab, sometimes I see it and I'm like, because I think they had a Pokemon one, and for the Pokemon design, they just had like the official screenshot or art of the Pokemon. And I'm more of a fan of the original art, so that's why I don't really check out Unico 2 too often. And also, I don't really buy the basics anymore since I'm like beyond the basic. I'm out here being fashionable and stuff. Yeah. Alright, let's see here. Oh, we got... Oh, yeah. I'll move on here real quick, because we're good on that. Let me grab the graphic here so I can just show it on the stream. Tomorrow I'm gonna be streaming the Sinanji build, so that's sort of still in there. But I do like make one mention of the Marvel Rival tournament, just so you guys know, and maybe want support. It's up to you. I'll let you guys know the result of it. Their collabs are only shirts. Wish they did more. Wish they did underpants. I know how you feel. Okay. Bye, show. See ya. Alright, guys. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. This is not mandatory or anything. I don't have it on schedule because, number one, I can't stream this game, and number two, it's not really a game that you guys might be interested in, but you know, it's an option that you're free or not. So who's your team? Good question. Good question for Genius. If I can pull out the graphics. Ah! Why is it not working? Give me a second. Man, it's because I had the shirt on and then they're like, don't do it. Okay, I'm gonna delete this. When I pull up the image, it should show up, but it does not. Shout out to Luminara's team for this, because they're the one hosting this event. The Vibes, okay, it was supposed to be the Vibes TM trademark, right? Because we trademarked it in our group and everything. Yeah. So tomorrow at 1 p.m. EST, which is also with it. I can't do the math right now. You guys gotta figure it out yourself. The Spice Bunnies with some extra people. So let me explain from left to right who's who. First one is clearly me. I'm the captain, quote-unquote captain. All I really do is gather people for this team and then do callouts as the tank, the vanguard. So I'm gonna be initiating and hope that the team follows on it. The second person is Mizuki. Mizuki, actually I can pull up her channel, I think. Mizuki Akemi. She's actually a legit Marvel Rivals player. Like, she makes content on Marvel Rivals. I'm just like, whoa. Why am I captain if she exists? But she's actually like our strategist of sorts. She is very, very dedicated to making the team succeed. And right now, I think they're practicing while I'm streaming. But Mizuki's the one keeping us on track. Because she has way more hours. For context, I'm like level 48 in the game. She's double that. She's level 80 something. And so she knows the game in and out. But she's super sweet and super dedicated to helping our team. Who's the healer? I'll get to that. Mizuki's on DPS. Then we have Nor. If you guys see Nor around, he's actually one of the Jueris. He's more so in the Discord these days. He's aura farming so hard in this picture. We keep teasing him about it because the picture he sent. The picture he sent had a blue background, but when he handed to them, they took out the blue background and just left him with his like edgy profile picture. So, he's there. He's the healer. And then we also have Pablo, who's also the healer. Wait, I don't know if I should say this, huh? What if the team is scouting? I'll explain it a bit, but we also have Pepper. Pepper will be one of our other vanguards, and then Rinnin is our DPS. And you guys know Pepper and Rinnin from previous Spice Bunny interactions, so... you might be happy, but Nor's our leader. Nor... I don't know. Jueri representing? Yeah, I knew Nor played Marvel Rivals. It's such like a quick organization of things. What happened was the Luminar announced they had their Marvel Rival events, so I was like, okay, I'll go find people. So I grabbed Pepper, Ren, and they're like, yeah, okay, we'll join. And then we had to go find more people. And one of the issues that we ran into was that they only have 2 non-VTuber claws. So for us, that was Nor, who was one of the Jueris, and the other one was Pablo, who is the editor for Pepper. So we had to find a VTuber. we were going through the channel that had like looking for team or looking for players posts. And so we looked through there, right? And you know, we're called the Vibes. We know we're not gonna win, but we're here for a good time and a long time for looking for friends and stuff. So I would go through the looking for team posts and I look their YouTube and Twitch and I'm like, okay, it's cool, but we're looking for someone who talks a lot and interacts a lot. So I was like, all right, team, listen, we're gonna put a looking for player post. All right, this is what I'm gonna put out. We're looking for players who yap a lot and are at least gold plus. That's what we're kind of aiming for. We're not like too strict on the rank. And they played this role. And so actually Mizuki reached out to me and I was like, perfect, we'll add you into the team. I watched her stream. She yapped a lot. Perfect, you know. You'd be surprised how many people don't talk in their stream, just because it's a VTuber tournament, right? So there's some newer VTubers who maybe still are looking for footing in the scene. So it worked out because, you know, she also makes content on Marvel Rivals. She has like what is it? I think like a video on. I swear she had like a live stream or a video where she discussed the popular characters in the game or Marvel universe. But yeah. So Pepper said you hate us. Whoa, I didn't say that. Hi Mizuki, hi. Wait, poor genius, can you do me a favor and grab Pepper's and Renan's socials and just toss in the chat? I already did one for Mizuki. If you can toss one for both of them too. Hi Bin. Wow, the gang's almost all here. It's almost like they're stalking me. Gosh, you guys are stalking me. They're my live stream. Aren't you supposed to be practicing? How can that be? We're all no! Don't watch me together in the VC. You cringe. You're watching me like you watching like a baseball or something. That's so weird. Hey, I saw what you deleted. Dream stream, watch party. Ah, this is a chatting stream. Maybe next time we do a game stream, we can do something like this, right? Okay, so I don't know how much I can say, because what if the opposing team is like scouting us? So I'll just leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. So the way the tournament works is interesting. What happens is we're gonna be in a group of 4. In the sense that we have 4 teams, including ourselves in there. And we're basically doing a round robin. And each win is worth 2 points. A tie is 1 point and a loss is 0 points. And the top 2 teams, the first team in that sort of group will be put in the winners bracket. The second winning team in that group will be put in the loser bracket, and then they'll play through. And you know, honestly, thinking about it, I would love to be a part of the winners bracket. Who doesn't, right? Because the prize is like $3,000 or something like that. There are grandmaster players, Celestio. Our highest rank in our team is like a few diamonds from past seasons, and that's it. So we're just here for a good time. And so yeah, even though it's the case, we've been practicing a lot, and I really enjoy the competitive vibes. You know, you guys ever play games with your bros or something where you're like on comms with them, and then you're coordinating stuff? It feels so good when things pay off with their communication. That's my favorite part with the practices so far. Back in the day, I used to play a bit of Overwatch 2 when it first came out with some friends, and they were super sweats in there. I just love that sweat environment where we're calming our ultimates and stuff, trying to organize that, and I was just like, oh, you know, take me back to the day. Take me back to those days. Kind of stuff. I thought you want me to post their Twitter page. No, don't. They're YouTube. They're on YouTube. It's okay. Thank you for doing this. Hi, Remster. Hello. Thank you for the shout out. Yeah, no worries. Just a heads up, I won't be streaming my POV because I can't handle the specs that's required for streaming and Marvel Rivals. I don't even know how Renan's doing that, or Pepper, because I think they're both artists more so I don't know how good their specs are. I don't have the specs for it. And I'm trying to think. No, I really can't. I'm gonna just have to rely on them to stream their POV. You might hear me. I don't know. We'll see. You sound like League player, bro. I still am a League of Heart. I've been clean for about a year or so now, right? I used to be super sweating it. I loved it so much. I really did. I'm not running my VTuber model. I'm just PNG-chan. Oh, yeah, I see. That's good. Hi, Locke. Whoa, happy 19 months. Good luck in your games. Thank you, Locke. Thank you. I appreciate it. Shout out to Nor, because I feel like it was such a last minute thing, and I think Nor took off time from work just to make time for the tournament too. So I gotta pay this guy his wage or something. But no, it's his first time, I think, taking time off of work, so it was also a nice break for him. We'll do our best. We'll do our best. I'll let you guys know the result of it tomorrow on our Sinanji build stream. If by some miracle we get past into the winners bracket and the loser bracket or something, I don't know. We're gonna crash into our build stream time, so we'll hold off on that. So far, I think there's a bit of nerves going around with my group, just a little bit, because in our group that we're playing against, there's some grandmasters in there, and so it's like, you know, we're discussing about the level of fairness when it comes to organizing groups that are super strong or groups that are a lot weaker in tournaments like this, right? You don't want to do random pairing because things get really whack. And you don't want to group all the strongest players into one group, because then it's like the true ranking won't be reflective of where their skill level's at. So I guess it's the best way to go about it. I don't know. Nor, hi Nor. Nor, wait, Nor, aren't you in school or something right now? We're giving a quick shout out because you took your time off for Marvel Rivals, despite us kind of vibing to our way in the win or something. We'll see. So we're guaranteed 3 matches. Let's hope that we win at least 2 to move on to the loser bracket. But you know what? If we win all 3, who knows? We win all 3. We make it to the winners bracket. That'd be kind of insane. But you never know. You never know. Opinions on Venom? He's so caked up. He's so caked up. Everyone who plays Venom in Marvel Rivals has this perk emote that he's doing, and it's crazy how insane his throwback power is. Respect, respect. While you chat, we are studying the sword. I will be there. I will be there. I'll be in practice soon after the stream. Don't worry. Oh, birthday cake. Yeah. Who do you guys play? Oh, are you scouting for the enemy team? Is that what it is? I'll tell you guys tomorrow. I'll tell you guys tomorrow. Well, I think I gave you guys the rundown on our position. Just know that I'm on tank because I gotta make the callouts and stuff. On the ones. Making me acting on the ones. Hi Yaps, welcome. Welcome, how are ya? Okay, that is out the way. So yeah, cool people. Even if we don't win, I get to meet some new people, and I think that's like the best part about all this, you know? I'd love to bring the squad in, you know, some of the other VTubers that are part of the Spice Bunny plus Mizuki. We gotta get the new name when Mizuki joins us for some group collab stuff, but we'll see. I'm excited for what the future will hold. Alright. That is that. Let me drink some more water because I'm a thirsty gal today. I ate some really salty fried chicken earlier. I know! It's a bit ironic. I mean, chicken while raising chickens. It's different. Hi Otaku! Welcome! Okay, that's that. The chickens. I know I bring it up a lot. I try to keep it short because I feel like it's better for a dedicated stream for them. But this past week was raining, so I didn't really want to do a live stream. I don't think I can schedule a stream for these chickens because it has to be weather permitting for one thing. And another thing is that like I get really paranoid about being doxxed in my own backyard. Maybe the location of the sun and angle at which it hits my shadow gives you my longitude and latitude. That's what I'm afraid of. That's why I'm so scared to do like a chicken cam. But I think I figured out a way to make it work, but I'm not sure yet. Did you let your chickens eat chicken? No! They're not that old yet. They still have their fur and fuzz. I actually got my bottom 2 wisdom teeth pulled, so I can't even enjoy chicken right now. Haha. You probably look like Chipmunk with their cheeks puffed and everything. Haha. Did each chicken have a name? Yes, they do. I don't have a picture of them because I think I took only videos of them. I don't take pictures of my chickens for content. That's the thing. If I were to, you would have the background be blurred and everything. There was a really black furred chicken. Now he's growing in white feathers. His name's Inky. That's the name that Tao gave him. There's Inky. There's Pichu because he's yellow, black and yellow with the little cheeks covered and circled and stuff. They have... what is it? Big Zam. He's the smallest bird so far. He's growing slower than the others, interestingly. But he's brown. And then there is Leslie Penelope. That's the white chicken. Penelope... I don't know if Penelope is a rooster or not. It's starting to grow like a... how to describe this? You know, septum? Like his nose, his comb is like splitting his forehead right now in half. And I see it kind of growing out. So I don't know if it's male or female from that. Did you find out you got a lot of roosters yet? Hey! We have 4 hens. I'm manifesting 4 hens. That's all I'm asking for. I did do some research of what to do if there's a rooster. Some people will take their rooster and make like a bachelor pad for them. Or some people take their rooster and they give it to a farm that like houses rooster, or maybe they eat their own rooster. I don't know. I'm not doing that. It's a weird thought to me of I can't eat my pets. That's a horrible thing. I can't do it. Okay. I think VOD with chickens would be best. I guess I'll try something like that. A VOD of some sorts. Do like a 1 hour recording of this chicken and then just have it play in the background as I'm chatting to you guys, right? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's a member only stream. Who knows? Do they each sign up for a good night kiss? I don't think so. They're kind of a little jittery. I think I've gotten close with Inky, but some of the others are like kind of wary about me. They come close to me. They'll peck at my clothes, but the moment I try to reach out to grab them, besides Inky, they all kind of like skitter around. They don't like it. I heard that like when you put your hand over to grab them, it kind of looks like an eagle, so you kind of avoid that. So I've been kind of doing like underhand scoop for them. But I'm very comfortable grabbing them now. I remember the first day it was kind of scary, but now the 80th time grabbing them and just to pet them has been kind of chill. Roosters also make good security for the flock. Yeah, they make very good security for the flocks. I was talking to a friend about this, right? Because they don't have any chickens, but I've been telling them about it, and he's like saying that he looked up the price of chicks. The price of a chick is about $5. Maybe there's a $1 sale if you're really lucky. Most of the time they're $5. So it's pretty cheap to buy some chicks and then raise them. Except for the fact you need to buy some brooder and some hay and a house and everything. But the initial like pet itself is only $5, right? And they don't make any sound at night. They're great pets, honestly. I originally didn't want any birds, because I grew up with birds, but I spent a majority of my life growing up with dogs. And so having chickens for the first time made me realize that they're actually a very good pet. They're kind of low maintenance, probably lower maintenance than cats or dogs in that matter. Definitely recommend it. Make it a fighting cock. What the heck? My rooster? The rooster gotcha is crazy. It's 50-50. Statistically, if there's 4 chicken, 2 of them should be male and 2 of them should be female. But I'm gonna go against the odds right here and say they're all gonna be female. That's my hope. You know one TikTok where you're like, how much do you plan to spend a day at the Pokemon Center? $5, $60. How much do you plan to spend at the Pokemon Center today? $20, $1,000. You know, here is like, how many hens do you plan to have today? 4 hens! Only 1. Oh my god, there's 3 hens. It's so over. It's so jover. I can't. Oh, Victor, thank you for the crunch channel. Thank you. If there is 4 roosters or 3 roosters, I'm gonna be so sad. I can't do it, guys. I think I'm just gonna... I don't know if I should give them all up. I can't even like part with my pets. That's the thing. I feel bad about giving them away to farms who need a rooster to protect their flock. But having that many testosterone going around, it's not good for the hen. If Penelope is a boy, does he get exiled? I guess so. I don't know. I don't think my parents plan to exile our chickens like that. Same thing as Gundam base. Oops! Oh, rooster. No. Inky is a Jueri ambassador. I like Inky, but I gotta be careful though, because I have a feeling that chickens are a lot smarter than they let on, and they can sense when someone has favoritism towards their one sibling. So be careful, you guys. You know how when you talk to parents, you're like, oh, do you have a favorite? And they say, oh no, they're all my favorites. That's a big fat lie. I've grown up with cousins who have multiple kids and stuff. That's a fat lie. They clearly have favorites, okay? And I think that deep down we know who their favorite is. For my chickens though, no, I for sure I do have a favorite, but I don't want to say it. I shouldn't say it to them. I feel like I'm trying to be very careful not to have favorites, but one of the four definitely does make it easier on me when I go move them from their house to the graze area to graze, and you know, it's you and by a lot. Nah, the other chicks don't give me any issues. It's just that Inky's the most docile one. He's adventurous. No one tells you this, but I forget that chickens are featherless birds, right? The thing is, right now, last week they look like birds, like pigeons, but this week they're starting to look more like chickens because their legs are growing longer. And these guys are constantly pooping and eating. They eat so much. So I get it now why people keep track of the age of chickens by the week, because each week they look different from the last week. I am so impressed by that. I definitely recommend it, you guys. If you guys are looking for a pet, go grab some like pet chicks and stuff and start making your own little chick farm or something. Start off with like 3. I think most people start off with a group of 3. Like 3 is a good number, I think. I don't know about 1. 1, you're definitely just having that for a pet, but 2 is a good number. 2 will let you have a pair for the 2 of them, and they can just huddle up for warmth and stuff. Flightless? Yeah, chickens don't fly. They jump really high, which makes it horrible. We have a 3 feet net or chicken wire stuff, and they jump on top of that, and I'm like, I have to bring them down. So far they've been behaving and not been jumping over it nearly as much, but I am underestimating their jump height by a lot. I'm starting to think that at some point they're gonna jump on top of my head or something when they get old enough, because I think they jump as high as 10 feet if they're lucky enough. We won't tell chickens which one's your favorite. Good. Guys, Inky! Oh my gosh. Where? I don't know. I don't think I have my on my phone with me. But guys, the one guy. Oh my gosh. Where is it? Let's see if I can find it. From Jueri in media. Has image. The picture I sent you guys the first time I got them is now no longer the same as the... Oh my god, he used to have such dark hair. What happened to you? Okay, right now in this picture, he is like packing in the back of his shirt and stuff. I don't think I have a recent picture of him on me as we speak. Hi, Breckon Fox. Am I building a new deck? Yes, I am. If you're talking about DCG, I am. I'm gonna be building a deck for the new type event, but I'll talk about it in a bit. You said featherless? Lethargic was correcting you. Oh, flightless, flightless. Yeah, you're right. My bad. I meant to say flightless birds. I just realized the Seinfeld episode, the little Jueri, is quite equivalent to the situation. Why? What's happened in the episode? Alright, here's a picture of Inky. This is why Tao named Inky, because it has a full black fuzz on his head. His feathers are growing in, but he's still like fuzzy and stuff. That was 2 weeks ago. No. Why do I still only have these pictures? I only have pictures of him like this. Okay, well. Sorry, I don't have a picture of him like facing the camera. I mean, I do on my phone, but just not sent in Discord where I can grab it right now. Because I don't have my phone on me. This is him now. And he's getting whiter and whiter. And suddenly, he looked like an old man recently. I don't think he has much of the black fuzz nearly as much as... He's a near white chicken. It's the catfish is so real with this one. Flippy boy. Man. I like him so much. I'm the one. It's mostly me and Papa Han. Mama Han, she's scared of their claws. This is a very real concern because I did get scratched by the bird, but usually you grab them by their body and let their legs hang. You rarely ever want to grab their feet because they're gonna jump off of your arms or hands, whatever it is. Are you gonna dress up as chickens for Halloween? No, I can't. I'm gonna have to call up my cousin to do a 3D print for a chicken. A chicken helmet. I saw there was a helmet for dogs, 3D printed, like the Gundam mask. I think I can ask him for a chicken one. I'm not sure. Hi Nishoku! Good morning. I was very on time today, Nishoku. Welcome, welcome. You're doing fine. What's the episode with little Jueri here? Is it the little Jueri? How old are you to talk about Seinfeld? Seinfeld episode. George finds his perfect woman who happens to be a woman's prison's inmate. Kramer names his new pet chicken after Jueri. Elaine dates a bald man. A bad check threatens Jerry's reputation. That's a whole lot of storylines in that episode. Oh, he really did name his chicken Jueri. That's funny. I couldn't do it. I originally wanted to name Inky Rumble Rawl because the way he looked kind of reminded me of him, like his little like poofed up hair in the show. But then I thought, man, it wouldn't make sense because there's something about naming your pet after dead characters in the show. It makes me feel like a bad omen, you know. So I kind of avoided it. That's why they were nameless for quite some time, because I was on the 0079 brain rot. So I can only think about these characters' name and onto the on the chicks, but it don't feel right because their personality are distinct, but not distinct enough to fit the archetype of the 0079 characters. So Jueri, what's the topic for today? We're talking about chickens. I know, it's always gonna be like this, isn't it? I didn't mean to have that ball thing thrown in there. It's cool, it's cool. Wow, actually the little Jueri episode kind of encompasses a lot in our community, doesn't it? This pretends G Quacks Rumble Rawl. Whoa, Rumble Rawl's and G Quacks. Oh wait, he's spiffy looking, isn't he? He's pretty spiffy in that one. Wait, is he? Wait. Let me look this up real fast. Rumble Rawl, G Quacks. Why is his wife the second results? Wait. No, this is... Wait, I'm confused. What does he look like in G Quacks? I see... What's his name? Chalia? If I type in Rumble G Quacks, I see him from Bill Fighters, but I don't know why I don't see him in G Quacks. Maybe he doesn't exist. You're getting my hopes up. Zon, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you. Rumble Rawl G Quacks? I honestly don't remember. Was it not Chalia? Very end. Okay, it's okay to spoil for me, you guys. Send me a picture of it in stream dumps so I can take a peek at it. Because I looked up and they only showed me Build Fighters. He shows up in one scene at the end. Live? Jealous, man. Alright, I'll wait for it. Brief cameo is okay. Alright, fine. G 1 2 3 4 5 6. I see a picture of a guy, but I don't think it's him. Whoa, wait, is this son? Whoa, hey, wait a minute. It's a young Rumble Rawl, isn't it? They were tripping me up with this picture because it didn't look like him. Alright, let me see. Maybe this is him? I'll show you guys on screen. Okay, where is it? Is this him? Oh, that's him? Sorry, I was wrong, you guys. What? It's him? Sorry. Not the photo I sent. I don't think the one I sent is him, but the one that Subject sent and Chimkin sent, I think is him. Let me put it. That's from The Origin? What does that mean? Oh, the movie Origin. That's right. You guys talked about it before. I was recommended to watch this, but I haven't gone around to it. This is in the anime, Rumble Rawl is 35, and he looks like he's like 70, right? This is Rumble Rawl when he's 20, and he looks like he's in his like mid-40s or something. I don't know. Funny how aging works. But they tried to make the best of it as they could. Look at him! He's so youthful and honorable. I respect this guy so much. This is him in G-Clocks, apparently. Interesting! Is it his wife too? His wife did have blonde hair. Charlie Bull's like 30-something too? Charlie Bull! We haven't seen him yet. Yet in the original. But oh my gosh, he's so hot in the... he's so hot in G-Clocks. When he's 10? No, you're just playing with me. That's not him when he was 10. Oh, that's Sayla? Okay, you can't expect me to know a Sayla. I didn't watch G-Quacks. Certain blondes, young princess. Thanks! Sayla's alive in this timeline? Oh, I don't know if Sayla's dead or not. I don't know anything about Sayla's fate. Don't spoil it. Okay, then we have... Rumble. We call this a cameo? It's darkened out. I can't see him at all. Sure, we'll just dub that as Rumble. I'll put this away. She doesn't show up in the show anyway? Huh? In build letter, he's also 35. R35, Rumble 35? I see. Let's go! Sorry I'm late. Hey! Welcome, Tourney B. We're just talking about G-Quacks overall. I was telling them how I was naming my chicken... Well, we're about to name them Rumble because one of them had that sort of hair that Rumble has, but it's a good call because now he's losing that gray black hair and it's turning white on the chicken into feathers. Sailor survived in Maine, you see too. She just didn't do much. Hey, I like Sailor. She is keeping the ship alive and together when right Noah it was taking a rest. I should look up Rule 35 Rumble Raw, you think? That's just straight up spoilers. Jueri just said no spoilers. It's okay. It happens. People are not used to this. People are not used to people like me interested in their media franchise, and so they want to spoil it to make sure that I'm ready for the long haul. He was a... Dude got promoted to NPC in G-Quacks. He was a lieutenant in the beginning of Origin, then a captain, then a commander. I don't know. We should just have an episode, or no, sorry. We should have a stream where you guys talk amongst yourselves, spoil stuff about the show, and then I come back on and like delete the entire stream or something. That will probably get it out of your system. Mods, knock over the Gundam collection. Oh my god. Wait a minute. You know what I should do? Currently, the chicken coop is like a house, but it's like a area for them to run under and stuff. 10 feet of it, right? I should just put one of my Gunpla in there. I think they're gonna knock it over and like poop all over it, but I think it'd be kind of fun to just have some sort of like simulation or toy for the chickens to kind of just like admire. I was thinking about putting a mirror in there, but I haven't gotten around to it. It requires a very specific size to work, so I just haven't found the size yet. Firing ICBM... What's that? What's it called? The 4 AGM or something? The Ace Combat reference in there. Weapon falls on chicken? Huh, you know, I think it'd be fun to see if I can make them latch onto one of the chicks or something. Yeah, I can do that. Yo, I'm telling you right now, Big Zam is actually a chicken for sure. No one notices it, but it's for sure a chicken coded thing. It has a body and just legs sticking out of it. The Intercontinental Ballistic Missile? Why do you know that? I thought he was just spouting letters. It was a legit thing too. Oh man. Oh, you know... I mean, I have a really funny story. So give me a second, he drinks more water. I got some really salty chicken earlier. Placing my bets on Penelope being a hen? I'm not 100% sure. There's a couple of ways of checking the gender of chicken, like their shape, their wings and stuff, but Penelope is the only one right now that's growing a comb, and I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. I think hens have comb too, but just not nearly as big as a rooster. Hi Kyle, welcome, welcome. The question is when? When? I wonder. Wait, do you guys know the Casio watch with the calculator on it? Do you guys know Casio? Calculator watch. Oh, no. I know this is such a random like transition to another topic. So, this is AVIF? What kind of file is that? I need like a PNG. What the heck? Okay, well, this will have to do. I don't know why. Some things are WebP, some things are AVIF. I don't know what it is, and some things are also just PNGs. But I have to go scout for it. ARM is actually an IRBM in HCOM, nerds. Nerds! Through the fullest. Okay. Oh, wait, sorry. I didn't mean to move myself. I don't know how I accidentally grabbed myself, my bad. Okay. So, this is such a random, like, sequitur, but I just remembered it because it's such a funny story. Do you know what this is? This is the Casio watch calculator thing. It's basically a watch that can function as a calculator too, but it's such a cumbersome thing because the buttons are so small. Anyways, last Christmas, my family did a white elephant for the first time, and Papa Han received this watch, right? Recently, he gave that watch away. I was like, why'd you give it away? It's a gift, isn't it? But you know, Asian parents got some different matters when it comes to gift. Anyways, he gave this watch away to a coworker because he recently got a smartwatch to keep track of his health and stuff as he gets a little older. And I don't know why, but I was in the car and Mama Han was like, oh, you remember that watch that Papa Han got for Christmas? I was like, yeah. She's like, oh yeah, he gave it away to one of his coworker, but then he got robbed. I was like, what? I don't know why. Papa Han sounds such like a masochist when she retells me the story because she's laughing about it the entire time she was retelling it. And she's like, yeah, you know, your dad gave the watch to one of his coworker and he got like jumped by 3 guys and they stole his watch. Don't worry though, they checked the price of it. It was like $30. They're crazy for that. And I was like, oh man, is he okay or anything? And you know, he's obviously fine. And she's like, yeah, the reason why I found out about it is because I went to your dad and I gave him the instruction book because I found it. I told him, hey, I found the instruction book. You should give it to your coworker along with his watch. And Papa Han turned to her and said, oh, he doesn't need it anymore. And she said, why? He said, oh, because he got it stolen. Oh my god. And so I guess it's a little bit of life lesson. Just be careful what you wear out in public sometimes in the city. It can happen to anyone, really. You say white elephant? Yeah, so white elephant in Christmas terms is when you buy a gag gift and then you put it in a pile and people just grab a gift from the pile without knowing what's inside of it. So not to a specific person, just in the pile. He just happens to got this watch. Well, he doesn't have it anymore because it's someone else's possession now. I'll put it away. 3 guys, just 1 watch. I'm sure they took other stuff before. Hi, welcome Schrodinger. I wore the watch when I was young, from elementary school all the way to high school. I love that watch. Whoa! Did you actually use the calculator portion of it? I don't think Papa Han used the calculator portion. He really enjoyed the look of it, but he never used the calculator because his fingers are too big for it. Yeah, thankfully they're only $30, but man, it is rough in the city. I never got robbed in the city, thankfully, because I only take the route from uni to uni and stuff. But it's crime is a really real thing in there. I remember a long time ago. I don't know what to say. Maybe it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. It's not like embarrassing or anything. But one time, I remember Papa Han got robbed, and they told him to take off his belt, and so his pants fell, and he robbed him or something, and he couldn't run after them because his pants were down. I think Mama Han, when she told me that, she might have fabricated some fact, because there's just no way. My dad's cool and all, but there's no way he got tripped up by something simple as having his belt being robbed and then having to catch him while holding his pants in one hand. But the thought of it, it's okay though. It's okay. It could have been worse. You don't like Rolex. Oh, I can't imagine wearing a Rolex. Wearing a Rolex is just telling people that you have money to rob of them for... It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You don't even need a Rolex too. The quality of watches is pretty good, even at the price of like $100. My grandfather's watch lasted for a very long time. I remember growing up and seeing him wear it every single day, and all he needed to do was to wind it up a little bit to keep it on track and stuff. Whoa! 80 weeks on site! Almost 2 years? Oh my gosh! Have I been streaming that long? I forget sometimes. Thank you so much for the membership! I'm happy 17 months! Thank you, I appreciate it. Almost 2 years. Ah, man, I didn't even think about that. I never thought about having membership that go up to 2 years. You know what I've seen? I've seen people limit their chat to people who have been around for 1 year or subscribed for 1 year, right? I'll check it out, see how many of you guys would survive that. Casio's awesome, would recommend any day of the week. I thought Casio only did calculators, right? I could have sworn it had a Casio calculator. I think it was pretty good. It wasn't the one they used for school, but for me, it did everything I needed to do. You didn't notice the watch I was wearing at Offkai? Of course not! I can't see the watch at Offkai. I don't look at it. I might notice it, but I don't look at it. Next time give him Tiger Electronic game, watch a gift of a great gift, trust. Every time I've seen someone getting robbed, often ends with them getting beaten up instead. Whoa, whoa, whoa. As long as we give it up. I started university, I only have 10 bucks on me all the time. I'm too scared, y'all. I don't think I'll be targeted by any means, but just in case, I took out my 20 bucks and placed 10 bucks in there. Yeah. Yeah. And I have a secondary phone just in case. You know, they are like, give me your phone. I give them my iPhone 10 with my VTubing stuff on there, and then yeah. Yeah. Luckily, no one robbed me for an Apple Watch. Be careful with that, please. Look up the cast. Nah. I'm not looking at watches today. Hi, Zerker. Welcome. Casio make $10 watches that are durable and reliable. G-Shocks also last forever. Whoa, that's true. I do remember seeing some pretty cheap Casio watch. With how tiny you are, nobody will ever notice you to even rob you. No, they're gonna punt me. They're gonna punt me. My Helmecha jacket. No, I don't have a Helmecha jacket. I got the t-shirt. I got their oversized t-shirt. Word of advice: if you're buying Helmecha and you're looking at their oversized stuff, go one size down maybe. Their medium shirt that is oversized for fashion. Oh yeah, I usually wear medium, right? I think this is good. And oversized too. It's an extra large on me. Hi Tao. Yeah, I don't have a Helmecha jacket yet. I guess I could probably ask them if they're interested in doing that kind of stuff. We can probably do pre-orders. I don't know. I don't know how interested you are in working to get like a custom Jueri merch and stuff. Because most of their gear is more Mecha, right? But I'm not Mecha myself. I'm just a girl. When I was in line to pick up my Switch 2, I met someone who was wearing a Rolex. Gross. Disgusting display of wealth. Wait, let me try this. How do I do this, you guys? Was there a way to do it so you can only see people who've only been around for 1 year? I thought there was something like that, but I'm not sure. Stick. Let me try. I think maybe mods can do it, but I don't think I can do it though. I don't know how to do it. I probably have to ask mod to do it. Girl Mecha? Fun fact, the reason G-Shock exists is because the creator dropped and broke his grandpa's watch. Totally regret the idea G-Shock was born. The grandpa shock. Right? Wait, Tao, are you able to... Let me see if I can do it too. Participants? Whoa. Oh! Alright, I'm gonna only ask my mods. I think I can't do it, but they can do it. Poor Genius, can you make it so that only people who have been subscribed for 1 year is around and talking in chat? I'm just curious if that's possible. Yeah. Because I don't think I can do it on my end though. I just want to see. I just want to see if there are people still chatting afterwards. You don't think so? I saw the Hololive were able to do it. Is it something I don't have the function to do? Howdy, Simon. Welcome. How are you? The only timeout and ban? Mods can't do that. Okay, let me double check then. How to limit YouTube chat? Slow mode or something? I guess slow mode would be the way to go. Create a live stream, moderated. Damn, I don't think they have it. How did they do it then? It's alright. Silent the masses here. Maybe I edit in my customization or something. Curious. Yeah, I don't think I can. Ah! I can't do this. You didn't make a poll one time? I made a poll a couple of times. And one time a Q&A. I was surprised by the Q&A function on this one. It's a stream setting? Oh, okay. Doing good? Playing Hololive at the moment. How are you? I'm doing good. I wasted my time today is what happened. I finished my assignments early, then I went to the doctor's. But I wasn't supposed to show up in there because the timing wasn't correct for the dosage for this one vaccine I was taking. So I had to come next month. That's how my day was. YouTube studio somewhere? Okay, let's try. I can make ads happen, it looks like. But other than that, I don't think I can make that thing. Oh, stream setting? I can make a 360 video. Oh, that's very tempting. I don't think I'll do that though. No, I don't think I can. I can tag products. Here, let me try this. What happens when I tag products? I can't do it because my stuff's not approved. What the heck? Okay, that's fine. That's okay. It's not a huge deal. Not a huge deal. It should be able to, but must only have timeout and hide ban. Okay. Add as moderator. Sunny, the masses including you, since we haven't been subbed for a year yet. Hold on. How do you limit YouTube chat to 1 year subscribers or subscription? Under the customization tab. Oh, really? You must enable in the YouTube live control room setting inquired. Okay, let's try this out. YouTube control room customization. Oh, here it is. I think I found it, you guys. Let's try this. Subscribe time. Oh wait. Okay, wait. This is fun. Let's try 1 year. One year. Ready? We're initiating the purge in 3, 2, 1. Purge? Question mark? I've never done this before. Alright, who survived the purge? I don't feel so good. Oh. How are you still alive? I guess you have been around for a year, huh? You live! Wait. It's actually been a year. Give me a second. I'm gonna put a timer for like 1 minute and then we will undo this, I think. No, it'd be kind of mean to do it longer than 1 minute. I just want to see. You can file in, you guys. We have now enhanced permissions so that people who have been around since like a year will now be able to speak. Literally joined with dinner and Jueri's like, hey, mods do this. Oh, my bad. It's on my end. YouTube reset my membership length? Ah, but you made it through, Ned. I'm not sure what you mean. Did you not make it through here? I was able to see it. You can speak. I don't think you're purged. Okay, how about we bring this even further back? Let's try this out. I can't do this too long though, because there might be new people here. Despite my badge, I should be a Rainbow Jerry. True. I can do this. You can. Thank you for the membership, Sunny. Oh, you found the secret bypass. It's through the Mulans here. Okay, here. We'll try this even further back. Let's try 2 years. Let's try 2 years. Now you probably be considered the OG with this one. Commencing 2-year membership priority in 3, 2, 1. I've been around for, let's see, it's July, August, September. 2 years and 3 months now. It's just Tao. It's just Tao, you guys. Thank you, Tao, for being there for the near beginnings of this channel. There's nothing on their sides, only dark. Oh, my bad. Thank you for the member. Let's get you back. Let's get you guys back in here. Let's get you guys. Get in here. Get in here. Okay. 1 month. I don't mean to make fun of theirs. Let's do 1 month. I'm sorry. Are you freed yet? We're live. It's so noisy. It's so noisy all of a sudden. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me actually turn off the entire thing. And just let you guys come in through. Oh, I didn't think you guys were that restricted with it. There's only a couple of seconds. I didn't leave you guys in there that long. Freedom. Were you guys still able to type in that chat? I don't even know what happens when you turn on subscriber mode for that long. Femboy Peak, hello, welcome. Who joined during that? I think that's it. You're welcome, you guys. People who are able to brag about being around for about a year. That's cool of you. I will say though that for Kyle, the fact that he's around for 1 year means that I've known Issa for about a year too. He's one of the rare few sea dogs that have crossed over to Jueri's line too, on the side too. Yeah. No, you can't chat at all? See, I never been barred from chatting before. You're just a little off the 2-year mark? That's true. It's been a long while. That means that you would have to known me 3 months into my streaming stuff. So that's why only Tao and maybe Portuguese were able to chat during that time. 2 years is a bit brutal, but 1 year is a very interesting marker to see how much you can chat in there. It gives you the... Did it? And says subscriber only chat. I see. Can we overthrow this moon monarchy for their tyranny? Hey! Hey, watch yourself. What's your bells, bub? You know who built the mochi factory? It was me! Brick by brick. Can't overthrow me. Honestly, that's crazy. I'll be me 1 year, probably around November. Soon! Not enough OGs in chat? No. We have a fair amount of OGs. I will say that a very natural part of a community, at least with my own community that I'm seeing, right, is that there will be people who come and people who will go. And unfortunately, you kind of just have to accept that people come and go as the channel focus changes too. And I'm okay with that. That's something you just accept. Alright, I'm gonna take a sip. Brick by break, talk by tick, no matter how thin, no matter how... What is that from? Where are you quoting that from? Can we stop on the mods as the puppet monarch instead of you? Tao is one of the people who's close enough to overtake the channel. Luckily though, Tao does not have any interest in content creation. She prefers more of the outdoors, which I kind of get actually. 4 bricks high? 4 bricks high. I need a little bit more... you know, Kevin is smart. He's saying 4 bricks high, as in 4 bricks stacked, like long lengthwise, right? Yeah, that's pretty tall. 4 bricks high. The song from Legoland Island, the original called Brick by Brick. I see. Accidental plagiarism. Yeah. Grass toucher? Yes, because I'm now a chicken farmer. I've been out in the fields. I am good now. Honestly, it's kind of It's not that bad, I think, managing the channel alongside university stuff. It's really not that bad. I just have to make sure I shove all my schoolwork earlier in the week schedule, and then I should be good for like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But those 3 days are my off days, you know? It's my days to relax. At least for Sunday, I try to not stream stuff on there. But I think I'll bring it back for next week. She's the height of a 4-stud stack of Legos. Oh. Damn, I can't, no. Clearly I'm bigger than that. You guys are making me come out to the size of like a booger or something. You gotta give me credit where it's due. I look pretty tall, I would say. I got some long legs on myself as on my VTuber model. I would say so. Wait. Should I? Here. Let me back up in my room a little bit, you know? Let me back up in my room. Yeah, I'm pretty tall in here. I don't know why you think I would be short. Look at that. I got long legs. I got a big jacket. It's all good in here. Oh my god, it's so weird to see my own legs because I rarely ever show it on stream. That's how they look like? Oh my god, I didn't realize they were so small. Okay, back up. I mean, come forward, Jess. There we go, we're back. It freaks me out sometimes, cause even on other VTubers, I'd look at them and sometimes they show their legs or entire body. I'm like, whoa, I've never seen that before. Never have. Go now, achieve your Stardew Valley dreams. Man, I don't know. This is kind of... I don't know. I don't like... I didn't like birds nearly as much as I do now. But man, they're really clean. You don't even have to wash them or anything. All they do is just roll around dirt and that's how they get clean. It's so good, you guys. If you guys get chickens, let me know. So I can watch your journey and fascination with them. Because they're honestly wonderful creatures. They grow up so fast and they're really fun to watch week by week. We can see the wires? Oh! No, there's no wires on me. Got it, you're the size of Lego minifigs with the long leg variants. What? What's the long leg variant? Smack my head. What is... Those things don't exist. It's only one size of Legos. If that's your room, where's all the gunpla and the backlog? Ah, funny you mentioned that. Let me show you underneath my bed. No, I'm kidding. I don't have that ready. It's all tucked away off screen. Mishoku. It's tucked away off screen. I have a room dedicated to my collection. I don't know about you, but I got a couple of rooms in here. I got a couple of them. Okay, look up the Lego Avatar kits. Which avatar is it? The blue ones or is it the little kid with the arrow on his head? I do have chicken, but they aren't pets. Oh. Wait, you mean like eating like raw chicken or like actual animal chickens? They're just longer legs of Woody from Toy Story? My grandma raises chicken. They're such good pets for older folks too. They really are. They're fun to watch. The blue cat people. Okay, let's see. Avatar Lego minifigures. Oh, they don't have long legs. I know what you're talking about. They look kind of normal legs. I think you're tripped. Oh. I can't tell if their legs are longer or like their torso is just shorter and the legs just happens to match up. I was gonna say wrong, but then I see this comparison chart of the three. I'm not too sure anymore. Hold up. Hold on. Here it goes, guys. Here it is. I am. You said this is me? Long leg variant? Which one's that one? The one on the left, right? That's actually a pretty high compliment, don't you think? You don't think I'm the short Lego figure, so I'm the long one on the left there. Don't you sleep next to your backlog, or am I misremembering? I do! But this is my stream room, you know? You have one bed to stream from and one bed to sleep on. You got to keep those two beds separate. No, he's a rooster, but my grandparents mostly raised them. A pet turkey? Ooh, that's a bit too big for me. Pet turkey, pet peacock, or ostrich. I think those big birds freak me out the most. Cause why are you a bird, but you're bigger than the human child, you know? Those don't make sense to me. Yeah, those are the long woody legs. I don't know what this woody leg stuff is. Woody, Toy Story, Lego. I am confused. Oh, I see it. Whoa. What the heck? I see it now. Here. Ooh, tiny. Whoa. Dang, you're so nice to me today. You think I'm the guy on the left? I'm such flattery for me. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, welcome, Ella Gamer. We're talking about Lego pieces right now, but we'll move on from this eventually. You're still tiny though? So yeah, tiny, but like not that tiny. You think I have legs this long? What are you streaming? What am I streaming? What do you mean what I'm streaming? What's your opinion on my favorite bird? The owls? Owls freak me out. I'm sorry. They freak me out because they turn the head. They're a little bit too big for me. I think a certain size birds kind of do scare me a little bit. Just because I don't know. That's like saying like, oh, you know, I like chihuahuas, but I don't really like bears because you know they're the same looking kind of animal, but they're different animal kind of stuff. That's the same way with me with chickens versus other bird types are a bunch bigger than chickens. That's all I'm gonna say. Ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo gozaimasu. Shiro. Shiroi. Shiroi kujira. Kujira. Good morning, good morning. I am curious. You have Japan pictures, right? But you also speak pretty good English. Are you like fully Japanese, or did you still study American English, or what's the story on that? You're free to share that if you want to or not, don't worry. I'm now suddenly hunting for chicken and other poultries. Hoot Hoot and Noctowl. I like how Hoot Hoot, but the actual animal is kind of scary. Owls are so cute though. Certain size they are. I don't like chicken combs. When I look at chickens, right, they're kind of cute, but then I see their combs with just like dangling skin, and that grosses me out a little bit. Cause they look like human-ish like skin in some ways. Animals are either furry or bald, right? But for chickens, they're feathery, but then they have the bald part of them, which is the comb and the red parts and stuff that kind of flaps in the wind. I think that's why it kind of confuses my brain a little bit. I mean, don't owls eat bunnies and rabbits? Small ones, I think, small ones. Also, I don't know if chickens are like reptiles. I think incubation temperature strongly influences gender. No, not this. That's a very reptile thing. That's for was it turtles? I think turtles have that. I don't know if... Wait, to check the gender of a chicken, right? There's some ways to... A couple ways to go about it. But I think the most definitive way is to look at their eggs. Yeah, what are you doing for the eggs? But if that's too long, you could probably check the bottom of the chickens, right? I don't know. I never did that for my chicken because I never was that curious about their gender. I was just waiting for the eggs one day and kind of have it figured out that way. Yeah. Yeah. A nice sweet and sour chicken meal sounds great about now. Yeah. I don't know. I'm like pretty okay. I thought I would turn vegetarian after raising chickens, but I think your brain will make a very strong distinction between pet versus food. That's how it is for me, at least. I've heard stories of people who removed their rooster by cooking them into their meal and leaving it at that. But ooh, I don't know, man. It freaks me out too much. It sounds like you guys are looking at my chicken, my pet chicken, with hunger eyes. I don't know about this chicken cam anymore. You guys are making me question this stuff. Oh man, I feel bad. I wish I showed my chicken earlier because they were a lot cuter. But now they look more chicken-like than they are chick-like. and so it's Jober. It's Jober. The No, I can't have you eating chickens in here. It's illegal. Illegal, I say. Speaking of chickens, if you guys don't know, I hosted a Hot Ones stream a long time ago for my what was it? Was it my anniversary? No, it was my monetization stream. My monetization stream had me eating hot sauce and chicken. My friend's wife is vegan because she grew up with a cattle farm. Ooh. I can't do that. I think I would grow up vegan too if I grew up with cattle. But because there's a separate portion of my life where I'm owning chicken now, it's a lot different. You saw a clip? Okay, so if you've never seen it before, I've hosted the Hot Ones stream on this channel. Back when I first monetized the channel. If you watch that stream, I could not afford the $120 price tag that would cost to buy the 10 hot sauce for a proper Hot Ones interview. So for that stream, I was really broke because I wasn't monetized. I just got monetized. So all I bought was a $20 hot sauce for the very end of the stream. It went from like ketchup, mustard, soy sauce, maple syrup, mayonnaise to wasabi to the Hot Ones final dab or palo sauce or something. That was how that stream went back then. And I look back at that fondly because I don't know if I can ever top that kind of stream. My magnum opus, as they would say. I'm in Japan frequently for work. You can just call me Kujira, it's easier. And in line currently for RG Wing Zero on launch date. Ooh, congrats, congrats. It must be hard to get model kits that are limited run like that in Japan. I heard this is super popular and sells out really fast. I see. You give me the impression of someone who might have been like born in Japan or something. Aren't you also on Twitter? I was wondering about this. Your name is Gotcha Whale or something, right? On Twitter, or is that someone else? Because the whale name is not very common from what I've seen, so I assume it's the same person. But I was surprised that Twitter account was followed by Sakurellas and a couple of other people that I know. I didn't understand why. Maybe it is different, I'm not sure. I can't do it, you guys. Speaking of Japan, I cringe a little bit myself when I speak JP in JP class. I know it's supposed to be that way because, you know, you're learning Japanese class. But somewhere in the back of my mind, I'm feeling like I'm cosplaying the weeb trying to learn Japanese again. And it's just like, I can't do this. I don't want to volunteer to read these lines. Just ended my friendship with high grade Wing Zero? Why? What'd you do? What did Wing Zero do? Wait, what? Did it break on you? Did you break it? Wing Zero's a good design. What did you do? Cool, the RD Wing. I want to get more kits, guys, but I can't get any more kits anymore. Hi, yes, that's my accounts. Oh, really? Wait. Let's see here. Is it Gotcha Whale or something? I forgot where it was. Or the Whale Gotcha, maybe. Or the Gunpla Whale. I think it's Gunpla Whale, my bad. Gunpla Whale is a name. Yeah, what the heck? You have Zakurellas following you. Wow, what led to that? Do you know him personally or something? Or do you post so many cool stuff? I guess you do post some really cool pictures there too. Oh, okay. Gunpla Whale. If you guys are curious, interested in following another Gunpla builder on Twitter, this is one of them. Man, I hate to say this, but I really like looking at Gunpla feeds on Blue Sky. I don't post on Blue Sky anymore just because the reach is not that great for me, but like hobbyist stuff there is really, really good. On Twitter, it's been a mix of some inflammatory things. Yes, we know each other. I see. That's really cool. Yeah, but I don't know why. Blue Sky is just better for hobby stuff. I enjoy my time there when some of the Gunpla people do post there because it gets to my feed. But in the back of my mind, somehow this pristine way of looking at Blue Sky makes Twitter look like a fun house in some ways, even though it's crazy and stuff. Twitter's just endless. There's that one Twitter account that's been picking up steam. I think it's like Mecha Twitter Confession. I really dislike that account because I think it kind of encourages negative stuff about Mecha being confessed. I don't like that stuff there. Like, I'm all for having the unpopular opinion on Mecha, but in a way that's sort of makes it sound like you hate something just for the sake of hating it. I'm not really a huge fan of that. But if you dislike something but have really valid points for it, then I'd be down for like understanding that viewpoint or accepting it. In the back, oh my man, huh? You know what I count? Yeah, but lately though, I think people are starting to pick up on it and have not been replying or interacting with their tweets nearly as much. But yeah, I see it from time to time. I'm just like, get off my feed. Like, chat to the person who runs it, I could never. I would hate to open myself up to that sort of set of people who would just send me vitriol just to be posted by the account for it. I think the person who runs that account has their own separate account from it and occasionally tweet about that account. I don't know. I just where's like the cool Mecha stuff? Why is there a chat or like a Twitter page dedicated to having the unpopular, unsavory opinion about Mecha? I don't know. And half of it is about Gundam too, and I'm just like, what the heck, you guys? This is not a Gunpla confession. This is a Mecha Twitter confession. Yeah, you're right. Confession literally just media literacy and bigotry. Yeah, you're right. 100%. I wish they were a bit more selective about what they share, because I think it'd be so cool to shine light on some of the unsaid stuff, you know, and kind of learn from it and see their viewpoint on other things, right? I think what's a really cool critique about 079 is the art style, right? A lot of people have said like a remake would remove the magic that happened in 0079, whereas other people will say like, oh, I can't watch 0079 because animation is not my cup of tea. It's not that great. I kind of get both sides, but that's the kind of confession I would have liked seeing from that kind of Twitter account and stuff. I don't know if we'll get that. Probably not. I can't with Twitter. It's been such dog waters ever since they changed the hands of who owns it and stuff. Absolute dog waters. I actually think Twitter was good at one point, you guys. I think it was pretty decent for what it was worth, but ever since the For You tab and then the Following tab kind of have to compete with each other, it's not as fun anymore. People are bragging about a 0079 remake on Mecha Twitter. What do you mean bragging about it? Bragging about it? Did they tease it? I don't think it's even on their radar to remake it. Why would you remake something that's already perfect as is? I love the animation stuff. I should post more stuff about 0079. Just haven't had the time yet. But you know, it sucks though because like my Twitter account right now, every time I tweet about 0079, it gets a lot of traction. But if I tweet about myself, it doesn't. So I'm kind of forced in some ways to keep tweeting about 79. Which I don't mind. But sometimes I just want to be like, hi guys, I have chickens. And you know, it's been kind of hard with that. And I would hate to swap between different stuff, between 79 tweets and then other things, because I think what I've seen so far with the Twitter side of Gundam, people are really gatekeepy about tourists a lot. And even though there's some things about me that look kind of touristy, for example, watching 79 for the first time ever, I swear I do like the stuff, but it's just that, man, people are really mean about gatekeeping their media for whatever reason. I don't know why, because wouldn't you want more new people on it? I would like to go to Blue Sky, but it just gives all weird toxic positivity vibes to me, in my opinion. I think you're cynical is what it is. Blue Sky's not perfect by any means, by the way. You do have to curate your feed. So maybe like the first day is spent just saying, I don't like this, I don't want to see this, and I want to see more of this, I want to see more of this. But after a while, you do have a feed that has basically what you want to see. Like some people don't like old anime on Twitter. That's not even just Twitter. That's like a problem that a lot of people have. I'm someone who doesn't watch a lot of old shows either. I think the oldest show I've seen might have been like, I want to say Pokemon, but I don't think that really counts because everyone's watched Pokemon. Let me just double check how old this show is. How old is this one? This one was from 2003. I don't know. Okay, what I'm trying to say is I don't watch shows that were before 2000s, and so 79 might have been one of my first, along with 0080. But other than that, I don't know. It doesn't really bother me that much. It really doesn't. It makes it very charming. Like one of my favorite scenes from 79 that I think is so funny is when they confronted the guy. Amuro confronted the backstabber in the white crew base, and the guy whipped out a gun in a really funny frame way. I gotta like pull it back up. It's just hilarious the way the animation framed it. He intentionally made a comedic scene happen when the guy was like, he stares at Amuro, and then 2 seconds later he has like a 2-frame like whip out the gun. They're really good with that. I don't want them to ever remake that series. It's perfect the way it is. You know what's interesting? People have also talked about remaking old retro games like Sonic, for example, right? And when the remakes do happen, people get really upset by the way it looks and stuff. And that's because a lot of retro games, the way they did the art was based on the limitation of the TVs back then, the pixels and stuff, right? So they could get away with a lot of stuff, but when they try to make it high res and stuff to more modern terms, it doesn't have that sort of magic to it. Leaving parts of it to the imagination is no longer there. So that's why 79 is just better off not having any remakes. They should just focus their manpower onto making more shows, more parts of the franchise, or new series even. That's just an issue with anime fans generally. They're unwilling to go back and watch old shows for a variety of odd reasoning, not including art style. Man, there's some really good mechas out there. Like, we're not talking about Gundam specifically, but like insanely highly detailed animated frames for certain mecha shows. And the animators, oh my god, sorry, I stumbled. Animators back then were just so passionate when it came to making scenes feel alive. I remember seeing this guy's like mechanical arm come alive as it's like being pulled away from his flesh and stuff. It's really cool. I don't know if we'll find that sort of magic in this day and age. Anyway, anyone gatekeeping Gundam is stupid because it's literally Japan, Star Wars, and not obscure or niche whatsoever. Real. It's fun, you know, there are people out there discovering the franchise for the first time, buying their first kit and stuff. It's cool. It's cool. Actually, they're tourists because they only buy popular mecha. Yeah, shut the hell up, bro. Shut up. Shut up. JP Gundam Gunpla isn't very big on Blue Sky. Currently in Nihongo, Asha Gundam... What? Gampura Gundam image is not numerous as Twitter. Yeah, I don't think Twitter will ever move anywhere. Unfortunately, I do like Blue Sky, I really do. But it's just that the fraction of reach there is just not worth it for me to try to make anything off of it. But I did like to park my username on there at the very least. We should watch some Brave series, whatever entry we should watch. Man, there's a lot we should go through. There was a Jueri in the chat that was like, where do I start Macross? And I was like, isn't Macross just one linear story? But apparently there must be multiple iterations of it, I don't know. I'm not sure if I missed this part or I haven't talked about this, but are you going to attend a Marvel Rivals tournament? Yeah, I am. It's happening tomorrow at 1 PM. I'm not going to be streaming my part of it or anything. I'm just going to toss up the links for my teammates' POV. You want to see that? But I won't have my own POV just because I want to keep it separate, and also just because I don't think I have the resource to run the game and the stream at the same time. We just managed to stabilize my frame rate in the stream, so yeah. Me, when I recommend stuff like Macross because animation characters, but they tell me it's knockoff Transformer, they're missing out on P. They're missing out on it. Those same people buy the same Gundams 5 times. Macross has so many shows. Wow. Macross is like Gundam, isn't it? Then it sounds like that. Let me double check. How do I search for this? Does Macross have like a watch order? Macross watch order. Alright, let's see how bad the chart is. Macross watch order. It doesn't look that bad. Oh. Wait, what the heck? The first chart I saw wasn't that bad, but the second chart right here might be like of Gundam's level, but not nearly as crazy. Here. Oh, wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't think you were gonna... There, I'm like, make it in 10K resolution. Jesus Christ. Who are they making this graphic for? For giants? I'm just a tiny moon bunny here looking for graphics for my size. Okay. Here it is. Okay, is this correct? Is this Macross watch order? This might show up on screen here and block some few things. Is that correct? Sorry, it's so tiny. Okay, I'll make this big just so it'll cover me a little bit. Is that how it works? I created Macross Robotech chronological watch order flowchart. What's Robotech? Is that the name for Macross? I don't get it. I'm trying to learn right now, so I'm gonna see. Macross is much simpler than Gundam. There's only one timeline. The only confusion when people bring up Robotech. That is now the confusion what I'm having right now. The movie compilation are the series condensed with various changes that are acknowledged in future shows after. Robotech is just shoved in there. Can we talk about Robotech? What is Robotech? Why does it have a separate name from Macross? And why is it associated with Macross even though it's a separate name entirely? Does it count? Oh, apparently to this person it does. On r/Mecha. Okay, where's the watch order? Is this a watch order? I don't know anymore. Now just show me actual watches. Watch collab with Macross. That's cool. What's Robotech then? Oh god, no, there's some messy things because Harmony Gold decided to adapt Macross and other shows and mash with the other three. Adaptation. Robotech is an adaptation of Macross, Vospeda, and Southern Cross. Oh, is that so? Damn, that was a very confusing chart. We include Robotech in there. Oh, there's a video called Beginner's Guide to Macross and Watch Order. You think that video has any substance in the Gundam sphere? Do people need watch order videos for that? But I feel like it's too much, you know? I think a Gundam watch order video would be too much. We'll just pull the chart so fast. You don't need Robotech for watching Macross. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. If I ever do plan to go to Macross. I feel like going to Macross requires a different kind of mindset going into it. I don't know. I don't know. Man, I currently am working on this video for a long time now, but I'm struggling with it, right? It's a video essay. After this one, I don't think I'm gonna write any more video essays. The rest of this is gonna be like reviews on kits and stuff because, oh my gosh, I don't think I can do video essays nearly as much as I can do like tutorials or unboxing stuff. It's hard. No wonder Big West handed Orgress to TMS, so Tatsunoko wouldn't screw up with Harmony Gold. I think everyone's just avoiding this guy or something. They knew his stuff. SDF Macross Richard series very much in the same vein of 0079. Let me see how old this one is. Is there a Macross fan base? Are you guys there? Do you guys exist? 1982. Whoa, that's pretty cool. Oh, it has a style to it too. I feel bad. I said, what's Macross one time? You guys jumped me for it, but I think for good reasons. Because this thing has been around for a long time. The thing about Robotech is that its original idea is something I can get of wanting the West to go into mecha shows from Japan because they're awesome, but the legality of it and HG makes it poop. Makes it poop! I agree. Early years of anime licensing, there was rules ties to Syndicate series on US TV. To reach this requirement, Harmony Gold combined 3 different unreleased shows together under the name Robotech. Oh, okay, so it's not even like their fault per se. I kind of respect it a lot, actually. They were trying to bend their series in a way that was available to the US, or the West in this case, right? So I can see what they're going for. It's a bit of a shame they have to compromise their the original essence into to be able to make it into a wider audience stuff. Oh, they sued Hasbro? They're a big company. They can sue Hasbro. I don't know. That's why it's so hated across fandoms. Interesting. That's so cool. That's so cool. It's like a whole history with another mecha series. I feel like so one of the topics I'm tackling with my video essay right now that I'm working on for script for is the idea that with Gundam, you know, it's great that there's a big show like Gundam kind of carrying mecha on his back. And people can argue whatever they want, but the truth is, you know, it's one of the biggest IPs out there for mechas. But unfortunately, the actual mecha genre itself is not exactly the most innovative. Unfortunately, with a genre like mecha, unlike other genre like shonen stuff, there's always going to be a focus and fun into the more existing IP as opposed to new IPs. And I don't want to say mecha as a genre is dying. I don't think that's true at all, but certainly a lot weaker in the West than it is Japan. It has an episode length and net requirement. Makes sense. They don't deserve the benefit of doubt. Oh, sorry. I take it back then. No benefit of doubt. Good intentions? No, they're greedy. I got a purchase ticket for Wing Zero. Congratulations! Oh god, a Harmony Gold Suit Hasbro thing. It never really happened. It's just a massive mess thanks to licensing and how toy adaptation in the West worked in time. TLDR, it didn't happen. Is it okay now though? It sounds like a lot of this was in the past from what I'm hearing. Oh, they have it on Prime Video. That's pretty cool. Wait, is it actually on Prime Video? No, it's lying to me. It's not on Prime Video at all. Why is this a show you don't even have Amazon Prime? I hate you. Shinka Leon, super popped up in Japan, but it's basically unmarkable in the West. Huh, no. Okay, let me guys... I'm gonna let you guys let me know your opinion on this. What do you guys think about the mecha genre? Because I'm making a video essay on it, but I want to make sure that I have my thoughts properly educated in the matter enough to make a video on it. Because I don't want to spend like 10 hours on a video and suddenly I have like a couple of points that can be actually or it's just incorrect straight up. So I'm just curious about your thoughts on the mecha genre. The mecha genre minus Gundam. Do you think that it'll survive? It'll be ongoing? You think it'll reach its heydays before? If only there's a library or archive internet stuff that might have old media. I wonder. There is. Gotta look around a little bit. I'm gonna take a sip. I'm drinking a lot to stream. It's the reason why we'll never ever see something like a missing link or reprint of the OG Jetfire toy. That thing is literally just a Valkyrie, which is why Jetfire based on his animation version. You're excited for Patlabur? I like it. Mecha is like dressing like fantasy. There's a lot of flexibility. But I'm curious though, because I was trying to inform myself on other people's opinion just to kind of get a grasp on it. Do you think that I don't think mecha as a genre is dying though. That's the thing. That's a hard thing to argue about. But I don't know if mecha will survive in the long term, in the future. There's always gonna be nerds for it, right? But I don't know if there'll be enough animations to do that are willing to take up mecha projects nearly as much. Unless we somehow make use of 3D, I think, for it. I want more Kaiju versus Gundam mecha, like some zombie apocalypse level fights. That would be amazing. You know, if you're into Godzilla, I think Godzilla might be one of the biggest kaiju one, right? That guy would just survive until the end of time. That will always have some media based around it. It's kind of cool that something like Godzilla is from like the 1900s basically, and he's still around today being made into movies and stuff. What's a dead genre then? I don't think there's a dead genre per se, but I think more so of a dying genre. think it's a better way to say it, go about it. But I don't think the mecha is dying. It's just weaker than what it was when it was the main thing for animation back in the day. Mecha as a dying genre isn't something I agree with. Yes, it will change in the coming years, but to argue that it's dying is ridiculous as saying Magical or Sentai show are gonna die. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, I guess my clickbait article would be very good then. Don't watch my video. My video will clickbait you so hard. I'm sorry. Because I do explore the topic a little bit, but I don't know if the way I go about it is good or not. Some of it is based on the article and why the author or director, I forgot his name, Tsurumaki, was it? Tsurumaki, who did G-Clocks and stuff, and I was trying to explore that on my end, doing research. If anything, I say Mecha's on the up and up, especially due to the success of Armor Core 6. Hi, Polygon. Good morning, Jerry's. Good morning, Polygon. See, the thing is though, it's easy to say that when you're in the niche itself, but I'm not sure how it would compare against like more the normie aspect, you know? Because the way I think about it, right? If we think about, say, like Mecha in an anime convention, I would say there's like 2 that I could think of when I was at Anime 1C that were dedicated to selling model kits and stuff. But outside of that, not many people really had them in stock per se. I don't know. Stagnant? Maybe stagnant might be a better word. It's hard, right? Because shows like Witch from Mercury has a pretty dedicated fan base, and they're based around newer fans who are interested in Gundam, but maybe only for Witch from Mercury, and then they keep it at that. The hard part is that what they show as history driven as Gundam that's been around for almost 50 years or so, it's hard to get into as a newcomer, because a lot of what Gundam releases, their anniversary, right? They release anniversary stuff. It sort of becomes a ritual for people who already been around to see it when they were younger or something like that. But lately I get this feeling, at least with the Gundam TCG, they are catering a lot of Witch from Mercury stuff to newer fans, and I kind of like that. I think they're starting to recognize that they can't always attract people with their overarching story that spans like multiple decades at this point. So they kind of also put some focus into the newer series too. But the newer series like Witch from Mercury and G-Quacks kind of has mixed receptions for their main fan base. I don't know. Some things I'm thinking about putting in the paper. I might have to toss my paper at like Lysergic and Vino to look at over it, but I still am not done with it. I think the thing that old Mecha has but modern Mecha doesn't is the mechanical feel of the animation style. CGI just can't replace the old gritty engines feels in the old Mecha genre. That I think is a large part of it, but also there's a shift in the trends of shows, right? If you ever go to, I know this is not the best source, but if you ever go to my anime list, you'll see that in the top 100, I think about like 5 of them were tagged with Mecha or something like that. And it's, and I think like 2 of them were like, what was it? Like Code Geass, you know? It's very interesting. Witch from Mercury is bringing new people, but the problem is that Witch from Mercury blueprint is so different from how the main Gundam franchise blueprint is. I think that sort of dissonance between the two makes it less likely for newer fans to go to other Gundam IPs, and maybe vice versa, just because how different it is. If it was similar to like the main like 0079 stuff, I think it might be a bit better of a assimilation process because of how different Witch from Mercury is from the main stuff. It has elements, themes of Gundam, right? It does. It's just different in some ways that's not really familiar to old fans. I think the old Mecha... wait. I don't think the Mecha genre will ever die, but it's definitely not as impactful as it was. They're still regularly pumping out a lot of new IP, but they're mostly one-hit wonders. Yeah, that's true. I think it's hard though, right? I think Gurren Lagann, for example, is one of those mecha show that has longevity even after the show has ended, even though it doesn't have a new episode or series or anything like that. But maybe because I know a friend who's a huge Gurren Lagann fan even to this day. Mecha can thrive even in those 12 episode long era of anime. They just need to write their stories within a constraint and know their limited term time, which was stuff like Watch for Mercury season 2 ends up being. People gonna go crazy for the Witch from Mercury 40th anniversary. Oh my god, I'm gonna be on my deathbed when that happens. That's crazy to think about. I really want a remake of the 0079 show. I think it pulled old and new fans. This was why we Super Sentai need mecha anime designers for their mecha designs again. In my opinion, ongoing mecha series that has potential to draw out other types of viewers is 86. If they continue to adapt it, the original run was surprisingly popular among non-mecha fans. Interesting. You know what I mean, right? I feel like maybe IBO is like this too. I'm not sure how people view IBO. But Witch from Mercury and G-Quacks definitely has that modern feel to it that's different from what a lot of old fans are familiar with. I don't know. I hope that they'll find a better way to bridge the two. I think right now they're kind of going in new directions. Like the recent G-Quacks, right? It's designed by a Pokemon artist, Pokemon trainer artist person. So they're really trying to modernize it in a way that's palatable to newer fans. But in the same way, that one show is not conducive to the entire series and what it can conclude. And so, I don't know. I think they'll figure it out eventually with it. I don't know if mecha genre is dying per se, but it's definitely not as I don't know. Because the way I view these things, right, is different from you guys. You guys are a lot more entrenched in it, while I'm a bit of a newer fan, so I have a foot in both directions of what normal people think versus like what people inside the circle think. And I don't know how I'm gonna go about it, but that's the task I have to come up on. IBO World's amazing, and they did like 2-3 things to it that's like potential of that show. Man, I liked it a lot. I remember seeing someone bring up how while recent series Gundam shows are still giving relevant talking points, it was 00 that has less felt contemporary for the era with the issues they bring up. I think that's what it is, right? Because older Gundam shows were reflective of the time they were brought up in, and so it really resonated with people during that time. But as we kind of move away from the era of World War II and stuff, we don't really have that sort of life experience. Maybe that's why it doesn't really resonate to us in the same level that it did for people who initially watched it. I don't see Mecha dying, it's just too much hater. I don't think Mecha's dying, but it's definitely not gonna... I don't think it's gonna go much higher per se, but I don't know. I will... I don't know if I want to release that video. Oh, I'll release the video, but then I'll just like turn off the comments or something. I don't know. I can't handle that, you guys. I don't know where it'll go. Okay, I'm just rambling on. I apologize. I've been trying to get that work done, but I have not been able to get around to that essay in a long while. But I will get to it eventually. I want to make it clear that even though I'm starting off with a very clickbait title and stuff, it's not gonna be in that sort of direction, but I do want to shed light on what newer people might feel when it comes to the series and the franchise itself. Obviously, it's not gonna cover everyone's experience with it, but just from what I have felt and what my friends who are kind of interested, because I'm interested in it, and kind of showcasing that viewpoint. But we'll see. I don't know. I have a feeling... I have this like really nagging feeling that Twitter's gonna pick up on it. I'm really scared about that. I mean, I can see it since 00 has brought up talking points that are still terrifyingly relevant to the consequences of the political climate at the time. Yes. We are at the kind of... I don't want to talk about it too much. Maybe I shouldn't. Never mind. I won't talk about it because it gets really complicated. And it starts to bring up points that I'm not 200% sure on either. Alright. I'm rambling up too much. I will let you guys off here. Tomorrow's stream, I will be building the RG Senanju. right before that stream, I'll be doing Marble Rival Tournament with my teammates. Probably practicing right now, so I probably gotta catch up on them. But yeah, I'll build Sinanji tomorrow. We'll build the head. I think the... Okay, we're gonna build the head and the weapon. That should be it. I don't have the torso connected to the waist yet because I was advised not to until I built the head. So we're gonna do that. She's going politician. That's what I'm trying to avoid. That's what I'm trying to avoid with this. Oh, today, thank you. We're actually on time today. I was on time today, interestingly. But now we must end the stream here. My voice is giving out. Sorry. See you guys tomorrow for that. And hope you guys have a good one. Even though we have a little bit less streams these weeks, I do want to keep them as long as I can, even with the course load and stuff. Okay. See you guys tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. EST, 3:30 p.m. PST, 11:30 p.m. GMT, and 7:30 a.m. JP Australia time. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye.